Minivans in our country are considered specific machines, focused on a not very wide circle of people. However, the advent of models such as the Ford S-Max fundamentally changed the concept of a family car. After all, in addition to an acceptable cost, a spacious interior and a roomy trunk, it has a stylish design and outstanding driving performance. And with the reliability of the S-Max, as it turned out, everything is in perfect order. Ford S-Max developers hit the top 10. Of course, in Europe, minivans used to be in stable demand before, but even the most notorious optimists did not expect such a stir. The car simply blew up the local market. Spoiled European buyers were forced to sign up for it in line. However, they can be understood. First of all, the Ford S-Max attracts with its design, which Ford calls kinetic. Even a stationary minivan creates the feeling that it is about to break into a spurt. In addition, S-Max, as befits a car of this type, has a roomy interior with a wide range of transformation possibilities and, most importantly, excellent handling. Therefore, it is not surprising that he was voted Car of the Year in Europe. Moreover, in the entire history of the existence of this award, a minivan received this award for the first time. Ford S-Max is available in both 5 and 7-seater option. The second row of seats is adjustable in the longitudinal direction and folds into a flat area with the boot floor. In this case, the useful volume of the cargo compartment increases to almost 2,000 liters. Manufacturers did not save on equipping the minivan. Russian dealers sold the S-Max in 3 basic trim levels. The base core version includes fog lights, power front windows, ABS, an 8-speaker cassette player, air conditioning, 7 airbags, and central locking. The Trend version additionally includes rear power windows, a CD radio, dual-zone climate control, sports front seats, as well as a leather-wrapped steering wheel and gear lever. The titanium variant, among other things, has light and rain sensors, alloy wheels, and heated front seats, drivers with electric drives. Expensive versions of the minivan sported a chic two-tone interior. Automatic box was combined only with the 2.3-liter engine. A 6-speed mechanics was installed on versions with the gasoline, 5, and turbo diesels. The retractable boot floor, which can hold up to 150 kilograms, was only available for the 5-seat S-Max version. Engine. The range of Ford S-Max engines consisted of gasoline 4s with a volume of 2.0 liters, 145 horsepower, and 2.3 liters, 160 horsepower, as well as a 2.5-liter turbocharged 5-cylinder, 225 horsepower. In addition, at first 2 turbo diesels of 1.8 liters, 125 horsepower, and 2.0, 140 horsepower, were offered. But literally a year later, due to low demand, the supply of 1.8-liter variants to Russia ceased. Gearboxes for all modifications, except for the 2.3-liter version, which was combined exclusively with the 6-band, automatic, mechanical 5 and 6-speed. The most popular 2L, 145 horsepower, engine with timing chain drive and hydraulic chain tensioner. He doesn't like low oil levels. Otherwise, tensioners and chain guides wear out quickly. On a 2-liter gasoline engine, due to low-quality fuel, the catalyst sometimes failed, 27,000 rubles. If this happens, urgently change, otherwise the likelihood of a motor failure is high soon. The fact is that the particles of the destroyed catalyst are sucked back into the cylinders and scratch their mirror, rendering the cylinder piston group unusable. By about 100,000 kilometers, the hydraulic engine support fails, from 5,000 rubles. On all 2.3-liter 4s, the prefabricated oil filter housing was leaking, in which only the filter element itself changed. The node design changed in 2010 and the problem went away. The R5 turbo engine, borrowed from Volvo, needs to be flushed every 30 to 40,000 kilometers of the control valve of the variable valve timing mechanism. At the same time, they usually flush the crankcase ventilation system. Turbo diesel is durable under the condition of normal diesel fuel. Low-quality fuel quickly disables the injectors, 15,000 rubles each, and after 70 to 80,000 kilometers it can also finish off the fuel rail with all the ensuing consequences. In this case, replacement with nozzles and tubes will cost about 100,000 rubles. Transmission. Mechanical 5 and 6-speed boxes are hassle-free. Oil is filled in them for the entire service life. True, mechanics advise changing it at least once every 90 to 120,000 kilometers. It will not get worse. The clutch usually withstands 100,000 kilometers or more. But keep in mind that its replacement, as a rule, occurs simultaneously with the dual-mass flywheel of the engine. And it even costs in the online store from 22,000 rubles. Dealers take 1.5 times more for it. Ford S-Max. The hydromechanical automatic transmission of the Japanese company Aisin was combined only with the petrol 4, with a volume of 2.3 liters, 160 horsepower. It serves without problems up to 250,000 kilometers, provided that the oil is changed in a timely manner every 90,000 km of run. The Aisin automatic transmission, which until 2010 was combined exclusively with the 2.3-liter gasoline engine, is distinguished not only by its high smoothness of switching, but also by its durability. She has proven herself to be the best. If you do not tear from the spot and do not break to the floor, the unit should work up to 200 to 250,000 kilometers without major repairs. Maintenance is reduced only to changing the oil every 90,000 kilometers. Chassis and body. Fully independent, McPherson struts at the front and multi-link at the rear. Ford S-Max suspension is durable, and there are almost no weak points in it. First of all, by 60,000 kilometers, the thrust bearings of the struts fail. Parts from dealers cost about 3,000 rubles, but almost 10,000 more rubles will have to be paid for the work on replacing and subsequent installation of camber and toe angles. At the same time, there is a reason to change the stabilizer struts, 1120 rubles each. Approximately 100 to 120,000 kilometers shock absorbers, 3,000 rubles each, rear ones, 1,900 rubles each, are more durable than the front ones. In the steering mechanism, after 80,000 kilometers, steering rods will be asked to rest, 1,850 rubles each. Reka faithfully serves 150,000 kilometers. The hub bearings hold the same amount, 8,500 rubles. The front suspension, assembled on a subframe, is durable. After 100,000 kilometers, shock absorbers fail. Around the same time, the hub bearings wear out, 5,600 rubles each. And the stabilizer struts, 1,250 rubles each, and thrust bearings, 1,500 rubles each, are rented a little earlier. But the stabilizer bushings on the vast majority of used Ford S-Max have never been changed. In steering, due to the freezing of the pressure-reducing valve, the power steering pump may fail. The body of the S-Max is strong and has no weak spots in regards to rust. But corrosion blooms where you do not expect. The fact is that on versions with 2 air conditioner evaporators, the tubes laid along the bottom very quickly become unusable. Therefore, it is required to update the highway almost every year, and it costs the officials under 50,000 rubles. Therefore, our artisans simply cut off the rear circuit of the air conditioner, and the problem no longer made itself felt. And one evaporator, as practice has shown, is quite enough even in summer. The highlight of the interior of the S-Max is considered to be a handbrake actuator, similar to the traction control handle on airplanes. Users often break this handle. It fits comfortably in the palm of your hand and just makes you want to pull it harder. Replacement will cost 2,000 rubles. There are problems in the cabin. So, for example, each driver strives to pull the handy and grippy parking brake handle as far as possible. After all, he simply has to pull harder. As a result, the handbrake lever is often broken. A part at dealers costs 2,000 rubles, and about the same amount will have to be paid for work.